Yo guys, what is happening? Welcome back to Letsplay Games and welcome to another episode of the Minecraft City Let's Play. Man, am I ever hyped to be here with you guys right now. Seriously, I have been loving this world. Every second of me playing on it has just been awesome so far. I really am enjoying it. There's a lot of work that we got that we need to actually do in this world. And I say this world, it's the same world. It's just a different new city, which we started, I think, 4 episodes back now. I highly recommend going to check it out. Not gonna lie, when we started back then, I was a little nervous. I built this and I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. But then I started working on the detail area here, made my way down to this area, and then once I started with this area, I said, this is awesome. I love this. This is absolutely great. Man, I'm having a blast. So after kind of decorating this area, and I haven't decorated up there yet, so don't judge that area yet. I've also been working, I think this was actually here a couple episodes ago, but there's going to be another condominium, high-rise, whatever you want to call it, on this building. But yeah, so I was just having so much fun with it, and I started, working on this area. You guys have been watching that over the past couple episodes. This area kind of grow and start to develop. We are nowhere near the size of the other cities, and really where we want to be yet. But we're working on it. We're getting there. Let me kind of go through what we've been doing here. So what I was doing when I was gone, I believe this is all new to you guys. So we've got a couple little buildings in here that I put in just to sort of separate one tower from another. There's gonna be another big sort of tower looking thing right here, which will be going up soon. So yeah, we're gonna have a nice office building right in here. There's a couple little stores that we're gonna be putting in and whatnot. So that should be very cool. And then another office building right here. The main thing that I worked on while you guys were gone is this. Yeah, that's right. And this doesn't look like it took a lot of time, but this took me forever and it's still not even finished. Literally, guys, I don't even think I've ever spent so much time on a building in this world. I mean, maybe the hockey arena. That took a lot of time. The cruise ship did take some time, but I don't even think I spent as much time as the cruise ship as I did on this building. And why did this take me so much time? I have no idea. Well, first of all, I was just chilling. I was doing stuff very slowly. Not the most efficient way, mainly because that frustrates me every time I use the clone command, the fill command, so I haven't been. So I built most of this by hand, but it doesn't even look that big. Let's go in it here, though, kind of demonstrate what I've done. So this is kind of the lobby area. You can see the lobby is still not finished, but we've got ourselves the first store right here, another entrance around that side. We'll get to that in a minute, and a second story to it, nice viewing window out there. Very cool little store. I don't know what this is going to be yet. Maybe like a little clothing store or something like that. Anyway, the next store here is, again, very small. It's a lot smaller than the other one, actually, but it goes along here. And it's also got a second story, because why not? There was no other way to access this room, because through here, well, we'll get to that in a second, but that is actually the movie theater. Yeah, so I just decided that I'd give it a little staircase here, and we'll make it part of this room. Up there, that's the windows into that room. Let's keep going. We'll go down there in a second. If we go down here, there's going to be the elevator up into the new building that I put up top. And here is just the other entrance into the same building that we've been in. This is Southern Computer Software and Accessories. This is the one thing that I talked to you guys about. I really wanted to start decorating stuff and making it look really cool. So this is Southern Computer Software and Accessories. I totally made that up. Might be a real thing. I have no idea. But we put it here, and it's selling some, I suppose this would be like the software advertisements or something. I don't know. I haven't finished. I just kind of played around for a couple minutes. I have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to banners. So you may have seen a couple out there. I mainly looked up designs. So yeah, I'll credit to those guys. But these are just sort of my own little designs that I played around with. And it didn't, it's all right. Anyway, guys, I believe we're on, the second floor now? Yeah, the second floor. Okay, perfect. So we've got this kind of area over here. This is all going to become, I don't know, maybe just more shops. I haven't figured out this whole area yet here. You go up to the next level. This is going to be a big kind of room for all the people that own condominiums or apartments in the building above. This will be like a nice, great room that they can use. Across here, this will be a nice restaurant that they can actually go to. There'll be a nice big restaurant up here, kind of like a buffet or something. I haven't figured that out either. And then 2 little office suites along here. You guys can see sort of the detail that I'm trying to add in these buildings. So I guess if you had an office in this building, you could have an office. There's 2 available. So there you go. So yeah, we're gonna try to set up all these different little companies and stuff. They can sort of operate, making the city feel a lot more lively. It'll be a lot of fun. We've got this room in here. This is this is just another store. Yeah, that's all that is. And then another store through here. Wow, some lag kicking in there, and then a restaurant down here. That's basically it. That's everything in this building. I'm taking too long at this, am I not? Oh boy. Anyway, we walked into the movie theater here. It's got that big movie theater entrance that a lot of those have. What is going on over here? Not gonna happen. There we go. So yeah, I gotta light this all up. Do some little ticket booths where you can buy tickets over there, and maybe a little arcade over here. Haven't quite figured it out yet, but that's most likely what I'm gonna do. In here, we've got the entrances and the exit to the actual theaters. So you pop your way up here and you have, some movie theaters. They're not the largest. They're not really realistic, but that's all right. We've got 6 of them here in total, and they're all the same. So I don't have to go through them all. But yeah, I mean, I somehow managed to squeeze these all in. Like, you guys can see, if you saw that blue elevator, this was why. Like, you guys can just sort of see how close our walls are here. So anyway, it's pretty interesting. That's actually the back of the movies theater screen right here. Yeah, pretty nuts. Anyway, this is the building that I've been working on so far. It's been a total blast. I think today, I don't know, what should we do? Should we take a little bit of a break from this building? Yeah, I think we should, because we did that last episode, and I just had to take you through it for a couple hours or so. Not hours, but you guys know what I mean. I think what we're going to go work on now is maybe just detailing this entire street is one thing that I really wanted to get to here. I don't know what this is. Well, this was some more different banner designs that I tried out. Or we could go and try design some little stores, or we could build. What should we do? Guys, we've been doing a lot of building recently, so I think we're going to take a little quick break from that. This episode, we're going to be doing some shop and storefront designing. I was thinking about this store here, but actually, I think it'd be cooler if we built a new kind of store. I feel like this should be like this should either be a clothing store or a furniture store. What kind of store would this be that's very, like, narrow? Kind of store. This feels like an electronics store, so we gotta leave it as that. I think I built a little like sushi place over here. I don't know what did I call it. I didn't call it anything. Maybe like a Chinese food restaurant. Oh, I love Chinese food, so maybe that's what that could be. Let's pick a good storefront here though. Guys, this might just be a good one down here. This is in the basement, by the way. There's a lower level of this. Or why don't we just, let's just go for it. Let's work on this big place over here and see if we can fill it up and kind of get stuff going. All right, so this store we're gonna make into like a middle end clothing boutique. And what I mean by that is it's not gonna be like the super high end, $700 shoes or whatever that people sell in clothes and shirts, whatever. It's not gonna be that, but it's also not gonna be like $5 pants. It's gonna be like your average sort of clothing store. It's going to be like a miniature department store almost. Think of it like that. I don't actually know. I'm just coming up with this now. So I think we want to have some stuff maybe on display facing out at the people walking by. So we're gonna put some armor stands mainly used for this, and let's see how that looks from the outside. Hold on, let's just pop our way out. That looks pretty good. I like that a lot. I like the separation there. It looks awesome. So remember, that's going to be looking outside. So on the inside here, we could almost build a wall, but we're not going to. We're going to put a couple pieces of clothing right there. It's not going to be like super busy, but I think this should be enough. And then we'll just have chests beside it with a price. I don't know how we're going to do like the whole kind of shopping in this, but we'll have to figure that out. There's some more clothing right along there. I don't want to make it too crowded. It doesn't necessarily matter. That's a little on an angle. Actually, that might be kind of cool. We'll angle those ones. If we come along here, we can do like maybe three clothing pieces right there. That feels pretty full down here, so I'm not going to add anything else. Up here, we want maybe the cash out desk. Does that make sense? The cash desk can be like right here with a couple clothing pieces along. And then like maybe 3 pieces right there. A little corner display. Guys, that looks really good. I like this a lot. And then maybe like a featured clothing thing when you walk in. That's pretty cool. I like that. Do you have room for a desk down here? No, you know what? We're just gonna leave it. We got people walking around offering to help people out. I don't know, but that's kind of cool. That's what we're gonna do for right now. Now, usually what I like to do when it comes to clothing stores, because we're not just going to make this any sort of boring Minecraft clothing store. There's a lot of armor stands here, and if we just use leather, and diamond and whatnot, and just put plain diamond and plain leather and whatnot, it would not be cool. Like, trust me, it would not. And we're trying to have value to things and have things be different prices. So I think what we're going to do, in most cases, I build like a little warehouse where these guys manufacture and produce their clothes out of. So we might go ahead and do that maybe this episode or in the next episode. Let me check how much time we're in so far on this episode. All right, I've been recording only for about 10 minutes here, so we might be able to have time to go set one of those up. But, looking at the new city here, I don't really know what my plans are for the suburbs and stuff, and it doesn't really make sense to just stick a warehouse downtown. So for that reason, I think we're just going to use the space we have. Although we could put a little warehouse back here and then make that like their flagship store. We could put it in the basement for sure. Why don't we put one in the basement? Not over here, but we could put it sort of close. Although we do want this to be mainly stores. I don't know. All right, guys, we're doing it. We're doing it right here. We gotta come up with a name for the place. Oh man, what should we call it? Well Played Games. Can we make it related to that? Maybe, maybe not. We'll have to figure that out here. But this is going to be their warehouse area down here. It's just going to be back here. We're actually going to add something pretty cool here. We're going to add some like garages. This is going to be awesome. And then we're going to kind of decorate the inside. This is going to be very cool. Guys, I am an epic failure. This is the first time I've ever done that. But I just forgot to press resume recording. I just recorded myself designing all this on the inside here. We've actually set up the department store here. Got some garages going on in the back. But I was just trying to discuss when I realized that I wasn't recording that that this isn't actually going to be the department store distribution center, because that wouldn't make sense, because we discussed that we'd have like a little shulker loading station over here, and then we'd have, you know, some storage over here, and then a designing section over here. So we're just gonna make this like a clothing designing area / manufacturer that can then distribute to some places. But the actual, you know, the distribution place for that, you know, we're building everything. I told you we're going super detail. We're gonna build a distribution place for that store. That individual store will have to have a distribution center, which will not be here. This will just be where we design some clothes. But this does give us the ability now to design some clothes for the little store up there. So let's go ahead here and grab ourselves some leather stuff. This is the little designing area that we built over here, that I built, I guess, now, because you guys weren't there. Let's get rid of this. All right, guys, so we're gonna be going primarily for you know, not hats. That's exactly the opposite of what we're gonna be going for. We're gonna be going primarily for pants and tunics, for pants and shirts. We're just gonna call them shirts here, but you know, we can make some fancy looking shirts just by doing something like this. So we can add some purple in there. We have a special color shirt, which, you know, is different than if you were just to add purple or blue. And by adjusting the amount of purple that we put in, we can make it more purple, or we can make it more blue. And each one of those has a special code. That's C6. That is 6/8. You know, there's totally different codes for everything, which is very cool, because that will allow us to, you know, kind of design all this different stuff. A little bit of brown in there would be nice. A little less purple and a little more blue, I think. I like it. So that's gonna be our first clothing piece for this company. We can add maybe a green kind of. Oh, that's interesting. There we go. We got some camo green pants going on here. We're gonna actually add maybe some roses here with some blues. I don't know if the pattern here changes at all, but we're gonna do it anyway. Nice kind of weird pink color. Maybe they have some hats. Nice green hat. There we go. They're kind of different shades of green, but that's all right. Anyway, the next step of the process for these guys is actually to go ahead and name their brand. So the brand of this one will be called, it's going to be called Proto, guys. Why is it going to be called Proto? I have no idea. It's just the first kind of thing that came up into my head. You know what? These are going to be really bad names, and that's where I need your help, guys. I want you guys to go out down below in the comments, leave a whole bunch of different clothing manufacturers' names, leave a whole bunch of different stores that we're going to be making here. I don't know exactly what we want, but I'll probably do most of them off camera anyway, and I'll show you guys once we've got them all set out. If you guys have your own brands that maybe you want to see built or whatever, leave it down in the comments below, and I will definitely get to it for sure. You can leave more than one, even if it's stuff that's already made. I mean, I don't really have a problem making, you know, a couple different clothing brands that are already out there. But there we go. Proto is good to go. They've got a couple pieces of clothing, and as we go here, we can actually add on to Proto's different lineup of clothing. I don't know if Proto is already a real clothing brand or not, but that'd be cool for sure. Let's go ahead here though and see. They like to use certain colors. Maybe we can get some different colors though in here, because we don't want them all to look the same. We're gonna get some orange, some white, and some yellow. Okay, so let's see if we can do one more line here for Proto, and then we're gonna go put them in the store just to sort of demonstrate what we got going on. All right, guys, so now we've got a couple different pieces of clothing here that Protos can be selling. All right, so we could even make like an individual Proto store somewhere in the future. Maybe they're gonna open up their own store, but for right now, they're just selling in this one department store. The little Proto section is right over here. Right over here is where we keep all the Proto clothes. We have them all offered here. So usually, I guess they would have to manufacture down there like hundreds of different pieces of Proto clothes, but they for right now can just be. Well, I just put those on. All right. They can just for right now be you know, manufacturing a whole bunch of different ones. Anyway, in stock now, we can have some little stock chests going on here. We can maybe put a couple of these in stock, and maybe they have some of these right now. Boom, and just like that, we're gonna have a pretty good selection of different stuff for sale. So if you guys have any products that you want me to make in terms of like clothing products, I know it's a little bit strange, but I think it'd be a lot of fun. It just brings a lot of life into the city and whatnot. This is a big kind of, you know, you could call it a waste of time as of right now because we don't have much of a city going, but it's definitely very cool, very fun. Did we leave any of the products down in that chest before I delete these all? Oh no, that wouldn't be good. No, we didn't. Okay, so let's go ahead. We've already lost one of them here apparently. I'm just gonna put both those shoes are very. Oh, they're the same. That's why they're very similar. Okay, I don't know what has to go down here. I got to go back up there and figure it out. But guys, we got a pretty good clothing line going. Oh, this is so goofy. Anyway, this is a lot of fun though. Okay, we're gonna grab all this stuff again just in case. I don't know what we're missing down there. But there we go. We've got, yeah, it's sort of weird, but it's also a lot of fun, I think. It's going to add a lot to the world. So that's just one example of a brand. They don't all actually, in the future, we should just do like one item per armor stand. We're going to have a lot of armor stands, but I feel like that'd be kind of cool. Where's that other chest piece? There it is. Boom. And what hat are we missing? This one. Is that everything? That looks like everything. We're going to clear my inventory now. There we go. Oh, and real quick, my idea with the shulker boxes was to do this. Okay, we're just going to grab one more of all of these. We're going to load this into a shulker box. And just like that, we could break the shulker box. Go over here, name it. So it's named like, I don't know. What should we name it? I guess just the name of the company there. And now, whenever we want to go stock a proto store, it's so goofy. We can just grab one of these guys and head over there. Now, in terms of like, pricing things out so, the designers can work and whatnot, I don't know. Like, I'm just copying stuff right now, but should they have to make one of every copy? Probably not. We could have like a place where they could go or we could just give them permission. I don't know. We got to figure that all out if we're actually going to have players on here. But there we go. That is very cool. We've got our first brand. So yeah, in the future, we'll just grab, a chest piece and we'll just be like, there's one there. In fact, that could stay there. But yeah, like we could just leave stuff like that and just leave a chest piece on, and the next one could have pants or whatever. Like not putting all four, because that would save a lot of time if we don't have to fill all four of these up with custom outfits. There you guys go, though. That is kind of what I'm thinking for the store design. From the outside, it looks kind of more detailed, obviously now. It looks very cool. This is going to be awesome. So yeah, with your guys' help, hopefully you can give me a lot of good suggestions as to what I should be using for different clothing stores and food places even, and anything else you can even think of. Like, hey, you should make this kind of store and they could sell this and you could do it this way. Let me know, because I have no idea what I'm doing. Not really. I mean, I did it a little bit in the other towns, but not to the level that we're going to be doing here, right? Like, there's a store under every single building here, guys. So we're gonna need some help, or at least I'm going to need some help. So hopefully you guys can come up with some pretty good suggestions as to what to do with these buildings. So even if you just say, hey, that brick building, that should have this store in it, then I'm going to go ahead and put that store in it, as long as it's all appropriate and whatnot. But it should be all good. Another thing is that the streets need to be named. So I want the streets to all be named in this town. If you guys have any suggestions for those, also leave them down in the comments below. Anyway, guys, that is going to bring an end to today's episode. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to go on below, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys all in the next video.